Pipe-to-pipe bushman. Alright. It's time to update our technology. Can't get the tech upgrade there, so we'll settle for improving the ship. Advanced mineral scan to speed up scanning, which happens off screen anyway. Extended fuel cells, plus 50% capacity. Medbay upgrade that heals our scars. And, you know, it's just not worth it. 50,000 for that. Vanity. And more probes. That'll be useful for exploring distant worlds. And that's it for now. I was thinking that we might actually want to get started on the Firewalker missions. Indeed, you can complete them in the amount of time allotted. What am I talking about? What I mean is you can complete them fairly rapidly, so that's what we're going to do. Get a little tech out of it, and it's a fun ride for the most part. Something to also note at this point is we are on no time limits. So this is the time to explore the game world to its fullest extent. Either that or after the game is finished. And anomaly.
Launching probe. Scans have found something.
Okay. The Hammerhead exploration vehicle may contain information as to the whereabouts of Doctors Case and Aloy. So we've just got to get down to the surface and pick up the vehicle, basically. And who should we take? Can be totally random. So I'll just take Garrus and Miranda because we're not going to see any ground combat. Let's upgrade your concussive shot. And upgrade your overload. Okay.
Far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Aloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Right. What's in here? There's two and these two.
Systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI. Acquired.
So now we get to play around with the Hammerhead, which cannot land in lava.
Caution, guided missile system active. Would you look at that?
And use shift to jump.
Recommend using conventional weapons to clear path.
Okay. Now to play around. just flying and looking for these minerals to collect. So there's one there. As you can see, it's not the smoothest flying model. And there we go. There's one up there. Can we... Yeah, there we go. Now, something to bear in mind with the Hammerhead is, although it's much more mobile than the Mako, it's also far more fragile. A light breeze can destroy it. As we'll find out when we do the combat missions. What's more, you can't quick save in it, so forgive me if I get really kind of cheesy combat wise, because I don't want to die because it means reloading the whole level. I've heard tales of people being able to kind of strafe around incoming fire and use the mobility to their advantage, but never managed it myself. So yeah, if you can do that, that's great. I haven't seen it myself. Okay. Oops. Can we land here? Yes. Here. Now where is the final... Okay, it's up, way up there. I'll find a way of getting there. Okay, that's not going to do it. Go over here. Over here. From ramp to ramp. Okay, simple case of just following the ramps. And collect the last piece of research.
Mission objectives completed.
Let's leave. Okay, so got some research data, which I'm guessing will point us in the right direction. And normally it's coming for pickup. Okay, we got any messages from that? It could happen to you. A drow lay in the ocean dying from Keppel syndrome, and he had a dream. In his dream, the Echidnas came to him and charted the course of his life. The drow saw the wakes and eddies, and saw them sometimes the Echidnas swam alongside him, limbs raking the water, while other times he was alone. The drow saw the times he was alone with the hardest in his life. He asked the Echidnas, why was this one abandoned? The Echidnas answered, their light shining brightly. You were never abandoned. In those difficult times in your life, it was our bodies that bore you through the water. The drow awoke and found his Keppel syndrome cured. If you follow the light of the Enkindlers, it can happen to you. Where the Enkindlers go, we shall follow, and where their light is the sun, we shall be the stars around them. Send this message to 6 beings of your acquaintance, and your greatest wish shall come true. Delete. Concerns RE Keepers. From Chorban. I hope this address still works. I promised to send you intel on the Keepers if I found anything, and this is important. See, these scans you took? It turns out the Keepers are bioengineered, and based on my comparisons to some of the material from Sauron's flagship Sovereign, there were millions, engineered millions of years ago, by the same people who made Sovereign. You may not understand how important this is, but it suggests that the Citadel wasn't really made by the Protheans. It may have been made by something far older, but the Keepers are as organic guardians. And what's more, based on my genetic readings, they're supposed to react to something, some signal or something, about every 50,000 years. You can measure genetic variances. It's a bit like comparing rings on a tree to see their drought years. Whoever did this, well, around the time the signal last went off, would be around the time the Protheans disappeared. And it's scheduled to go off sometime around now. If any of the old tech still works, they could have some really nasty surprises waiting for us. Just what you might want to know. Nobody here on the Citadel will listen to me, Chorban. Okay, 2 years too late, but he's on the right track. He at least has some independent proof that something's going on there. Hopefully in the third game we'll get to reconnect. Okay. Geffer tracking Dr. Case. Okay. So more locations to investigate. Return to the system center. But not tell Zaid we're passing through these systems. We'll just bring up his loyalty mission. Okay, from here we can go to a lot of things. Firewalker Geth Incursion. Firewalker Artifact Collection. Let's do the Geth Incursion first. Well, let's recover research data. Let's do, yeah. Geth Incursion. Overlord can wait until after the game is done, because I just really can't fit it in nicely like everything else. Since even Firewalker is still relevant to the main plot, Overlord just isn't so much.
I have detected an anomaly. Probe launched. Something on our sensors.
Okay. Let's take on this mission Tally. She's an expert on Geth and, well, not Garriskin. AI hacking. Right. Ah, I think I remember this. In terms of it being mislabeled.
Prolonged exposure to extreme temperatures may degrade engine performance. Mission objectives located.
Yeah, this is mislabeled.
Atmospheric data acquired.
This,
Engine temperature stabilizing.
I think this is the research collection. Whereas the Geth one is mislabeled as research collection probably.
Caution, engine temperature falling.
Come on, Firewalker. Hammerhead.
Extraction complete. Extraction complete. Caution, engine temperature falling.
You can see the Hammerhead's gradually frosting over
Complete.
as the engine temperature falls.
Caution, engine temperature falling.
Oop.
Extraction complete.
Just keep going. Ah, come on.
Warning, engine temperature below recommended parameters.
This hasn't happened before. Okay. Come on.
Extraction
There we go.
Caution, engine temperature falling.
That was a bit of a screw up on my part. Luckily, still can complete this mission.
Extraction complete.
And up the ramp. Fall onto the location.
Extraction complete.
Okay, another one.
Extraction complete.
Okay. One last one to go.
Warning, engine temperature below recommended parameters.
It's a bit silly how it just crashed into that rather than the boost activating properly.
Extraction complete. That should do it.
Okay. Tiny amount of Cerberus funding for all that, basically. As well as some minerals. It's very annoying how small the quantities of minerals you get on missions are. It makes you wonder what is the point of having them in the first place on missions to pick up if the quantities are so tiny compared to what you get by scanning. Okay. So we've still got more stuff to do.